Well, you may not necessarily think of a Grand Cherokee SRT or even a Trackhawk as being a tow vehicle, but honestly, they actually have a very good tow rating. They can tow up to around 7,200 pounds. So our Grand Cherokee SRT actually does not have the hitch on it for some reason or another. But it does have the towing package listed under the VIN, so we're not really sure what happened to that. Maybe the previous owner took the hitch out. I have no idea. But anyways, we ordered the factory Mopar hitch. We had the factory SRT cover here, the one that actually says, we don't need that one, the cover to go on for the hitch that actually says SRT. And then we bought the plug adapter. Because on the newer Grand Cherokees, whether it's an SRT or a standard Grand Cherokee, actually already has the wiring harness installed for your trailer lights. All you have to do is buy the adapter plug from Mopar, and once you install the trailer hitch, you just install the plug, take the cover off, plug it in, and then there is one of two ways to do it. You can either go to the dealership and pay a whole lot of money and get them to enable the tow for the lights and all that such forth, or our option is you can buy the really cheap app JScan, get you a VIN code for your Jeep, wireless Bluetooth connector in the OBD2 port, and you can actually turn all that stuff on with the JScan app, which we already have for our other Wranglers that we own. So we are going to start the, while not difficult, tedious process of installing the hitch here. It is a little complicated, nothing you can't figure out, but you will have to separate the inner fenders back in here. There are some plastic pop rivets right here that you can replace, obviously. Anyway, we got the plastic pop rivets off. This trim right here is actually double-sided taped onto the vehicle, so very carefully we'll have to separate this away with some plastic tools only, obviously. There is a clip back here that is made onto this piece that actually snaps into the bumper cover. So you have to get this away before you can pull the bumper cover back, otherwise you'll just break it off. And then inside back here, there's a couple of bolts right here. It's a bolt right here. Actually, you can get away with only separating one side and sliding the bumper cover out. And then once you get it slid out, we can access all the stuff underneath to remove the bar that's in there and then install the trailer hitch back into there. So we'll get this separated off, and then we will get back to you and show you all of that. So we had to pop the taillights out, which all it is just two plastic clips right here. They just pop out, and then you got all these wiring harnesses that you disconnect. And the way you do that is you just pop the little red tabs up and then mash the locking pins. Or as we like to say, a Saturday afternoon and a few basic hand tools. Just like that. Yep. So like I say, once you get the two clips off, then it's just those little round knobs right there. They just pop into those grommets. So you just pull the thing straight out. On to the rest of the project. So the bumper cover goes in right here. As you can see, we got it separated off. So you got to remove this trim piece right here. And the only thing that holds it on is double-sided tape. And it is tough. So we used some plastic trim tools. We just got underneath it and we started working that tape out. And then there are 3 clips right here. And once you get that tape separated, then you just pop those clips out. And there they are right there. Now, this one is missing, and I snapped a little bit of it off, but it's going to be okay. I didn't break the clip, so we'll just get the clip out and we'll snap it back in there and it'll be just fine. The kit comes with all new tape and everything for it. So once we got all that separated, we got the plastic rivets off here, and then we just started going around. There's a bunch of tiny clips right here that clip into the bumper cover. And you just start popping those out as you go around. And when you get it off a little bit, then you'll come across the main plug here for all the sensors and stuff. Now that was a bit tricky. Hey, Steven. To get it loose. But there's a little tiny clip right there, we just took a screwdriver, we pressed in on it, and then just simply separated the two pieces off. Now, we're not actually going to take the whole bumper cover off. We just got it back. We're going to support it because all we needed to do was get to this bar right here. So we're going to support this thing so it doesn't hang down. We're just going to tie it off up here, and we'll get it up in the air, and we'll get all this bar out, and the hitch actually replaces that bar. So moving on to the next issue. Oh, we're good. We got tons of clearance up there. A lifesaver. Could you imagine laying in the driveway and doing this? So we just got 3 bolts on each side. 2 right here, 1 in the bottom. 2 right here, 1 in the bottom. We'll get those 6 bolts out, and then this whole bar will come out, and the hitch is going to replace this whole entire bar. And then this is your factory harness that is already installed. All you have to do is undo the cover, plug it into the new hitch plug that we got from Mopar, and that's pretty much all there is to hooking up trailer lights. A little wiggle, a little jiggle, a little binging, a banging. And booyah. There it is. Here in Southeast Texas, we call that a trot line weight. All right, so we slid it out. Now all this area is open right here. And our new Mopar hitch here will simply slide back up in there and replace that whole entire bar. I'm trying to be the world's best flashlight holder. There we go. Boom. One trailer hitch. Boom. All right, so here's the factory wiring harness. And in the end of it, it just has this plastic cap. Anyway, you just push the plug, push the pin, boom, pull the cap out, snap the new Mopar 4-way, 7-way adapter into the hitch. It just snaps in there with 2 clips. And then you just take the factory harness and stick it right on there. That's all there is to it. So that double-sided tape that's on the back side of that, once we got the bumper cover all back on there and popped back into the clips, all the taillights are back on there. There's the new hitch. Just get you a sticker remover wheel and go to town. And then of course we got to clean all of that side off. And the kit actually comes with all new double-sided tape, so we'll just replace that. That clip that I told you that I left in the body, boom, got it out. Popped it right back into the hole. No problem. Anyway, we'll get it all cleaned up and get that stuck back on there. And that is pretty much it for the trailer hitch install. I wouldn't say it was too god-awfully horrible, but it is a little nerve-wracking when you go to peeling that bumper cover back at you, though. So just be careful. Well, there it is, all put back together. So just a quick overview. Now this is an SRT. What you'll need to do is pull these 2 10mm bolts out. A crap load of push pins. This whole plate will come out right here. And then, like I say, up there on the bumper cover, you can see there's a screw right there on each side. And then this little piece right here, which will try your patience. Be very careful. Anyways, it's double-sided taped on there. 3 clips. You just have to start working underneath there on the edge, get it up, and start slowly peeling that tape away. Once you get the tape peeled all the way, just take this thing, grab it with both hands like this, and start working it out. And those pins will pop out. They're just plastic. If they break, well, don't panic. You'll just have to go to the dealership and buy some new pins. But, and then there are some plastic rivets that go right here, right there. Anyway, we just cut those. We have some new plastic rivets. They come in the hitch kit. Once we get it down, we'll get the tires off of it. We'll pop some new plastic rivets in there. And then once you get this cover off of here, like I say, there's 6 bolts, 3 on each side. They hold this piece of crap in there that you won't need anymore. It's just a boat anchor, trot line anchor here in Southeast Texas. And then the new hitch will slide back into there. And the new hitch actually has 4 bolts on each side. They just go right back in the same holes. Tighten them up. Buy your Mopar. There's the 4-pin. There's the 7-pin. It literally pops into the hitch. The factory harness is underneath there already. You take the cap out, plug it into this. That's done. Activate it with the JScan app or go to the dealer and get them to initialize the trailer tow package. I think that's about it. In an overview, it's not a bad job. What do you say, Steven? With a lift?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half. On your back, 2 hours because you probably cuss a whole lot, but not undoable. Once you get all those screws out and pop that side trim piece off, this bumper cover will literally start unclipping all the way around. You don't have to take it all the way off. Just kind of fold it back. Support it, though, because you don't want it to just drop down because it will pop all these off and could tear something up. The wiring harness for the bumper cover is on the driver's side right up in here. So once you get the clip separated and you get it pulled back, that harness will be there. You just push the clip, unplug the harness, and that harness is for all the parking sensors and stuff like that. I think that's it, folks. We are going to get it down, get the tires off. We'll pop the plastic rivets in there. 1 trailer hitch, Grand Cherokee SRT. So we just pop the tires off, put the new plastic pop rivets in there. Super simple. It holds that inner fender, and then it's pinched between this little plastic piece right here and then the plastic right here. Boom, just pop them right in there. Put the tires back on there. Yes, it's filthy. We live down a dirt road, and but that is it. Trailer hitch is done. And I'll show you something interesting that we didn't realize. But I actually use the Echo trailer brake controller. It works awesome in case you ever want to use it. You don't have to have a brake controller in the vehicle. You just plug it into the 7-pin and it works. But we haven't enabled the trailer tow package yet. And let's see if we can get it to do it here. We're going to plug it in, and remember, all we did was install it. We have not enabled anything. And you see, it already has auxiliary power to the back. I don't know, man. That's why I wonder. That's not supposed to be turned on unless it has a trailer hitch installed. So that's what makes me wonder. The VIN was listed as having a trailer tow package, but there was no hitch. So I don't know what the situation was with that. But anyways, everything works. The wireless, the brake controllerless Echo brake controller just plugs into your 7-pin. Works really awesome. If you want to know anything about it, just leave a comment and I'll do a video on it. But that's it. Tires are back on it. Hitch is installed, done, over with. We're going to drop it to the ground and go do something stupid.